Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. It was a 2-week-long and brutal war, wasn't it? Now we can all agree that Ethereum survived the SEC. Who are we kidding? The SEC's announcement that they are ending their investigation and ETH 2.0 is complete nonsense. And to be absolutely crystal clear, they've put the free pass 2.0 in writing so everyone knows it's about Ethereum 2.0 and not the original. They're officially stating that, after 2.0, they won't be taking any action to enforce the Ethereum token. This new ecosystem we're in is very wild, and no one else can do anything like that. This is an ideal situation for Ethereum. This isn't all roses and unicorns, though. In regards to Ethereum, Joe, within the Ethereum network. According to Mark Fagles, a former regional director, the question is whether he discussed the ongoing pursuits of the SEC. Concerning the staking and MetaMask problems, Wells notices the company. From my perspective, the most intriguing aspect of Rufo's legal case was the token issues. They essentially stated, you're not going to have a lot of success if you go after Ethereum for the token. Instead, they may have used a different approach. In my opinion, the MetaMask issues are more problematic because they affect ledger wallets and certain types of self-custody. The US government, including the IRS, the SEC, and the Treasury, is attempting to declassify self-custody as a broker-dealer. Once again, that poses a difficulty. Eleanor Turrott, certifying that Ethereum Joe's litigation in Texas against SEC is proceeding as planned. Joe is right. This is for the larger benefit, that everyone can experience the same level of clarity that Ethereum does, and is completely mistaken. He is taking this action since their MetaMask and staking concerns have kept them under Wells' radar. Thus, they are obligated to proceed. Therefore, the Ethereum ecology isn't perfect. However, you should know that this is a robust, free pass 2.0. It's as if they took every criticism we had of the Hinman speech and decided to strengthen it by writing it down and making it much more impactful. Finally, you have proof that an ETF is not essentially a security, and Ethereum becomes the sole coin in circulation. Therefore, this takes things to a whole new level of free pass. My advice would be to remind yourself that this is a chess game, not a game of checkers. The SEC will find it extremely challenging to change course and pursue other coins in light of this development. Well, citizen, Hinman says this, and these are the way these are looking at Ethereum, and these should extrapolate well to XRP. We witnessed the fits that Ripple gave them in court simply with Citizen Hinman's speech. Now they'd have to deal with a very formal letter. They can't use the same silly justifications. It will be difficult for them to directly pursue tokens. This, in my opinion, essentially kills off any chance they had of winning any of their court battles. This regulatory limbo will likely persist for a while, giving Ethereum a pass for the time being, but it will eventually expire. One of two things is going to happen. It would be fantastic if some regulations were released indicating that they are drafting reasonable restrictions. On the other hand, major firms like BlackRock and Fidelity will likely seek opportunities to grow in the wider cryptocurrency market. Their control on the SEC and the approval of other ETFs is going to be fascinating, as we witnessed with Ethereum. I expect the Theory ETF will have lower demand and volume than Bitcoin, so we'll have to wait and see how popular it is. That might change, though, once staking begins in those ETFs. On launch day, which is probably July 2nd, you won't be able to earn any staking rewards with that ETF. However, that will soon change, and I predict that ETFs that pay dividends will be quite popular. It will keep appearing. A runway of ETH Free Pass 2.0 will be extended to them. However, it will not endure indefinitely. In order to gain access and integration to the wider crypto environment, we are preparing to open the floodgates. Your primary cryptocurrency holdings, including Solana, XRP, and Cardano, will then roll off of that. Once the first one passed the gates, it doesn't matter much. As soon as you secure a companion in addition to the Ethereum, they will eventually come rushing through. The thing that's really crucial for Ripple right now is that, they're also really busy. They should guarantee that this stable coin is successful, so that we know they are committed to releasing products and services, and can pull it off. Ripple's is doing a wonderful job, and I don't even need to see them surpass Tether on day one, that would be too much. Furthermore, they are intent on constructing. However, I would be satisfied if this stable coin gained traction after its USD introduction. We should also seek listings outside of their puppet exchanges, such as BitChu and Uphold. Nance should make sure it's listed on Kraken and Coinbase, but they don't have to do it immediately. However, you would prefer that some of these platforms include the Ripple stablecoin. If they are serious about this, they will make sure that there are easy on and off ramps. This is going to be a moneymaker for them, so there's no reason for them to be worried. They should be able to hold their own against your PayPal, and in time, your Circles. In the far future, they may even become the preeminent stablecoin, although I'm not holding my breath for that to happen. All I want is for this coin to start making some progress and gain traction. Yeah, Ripples are serious, I can say. They're constructing actual things here. Again, I'm not expecting to be number one on day one, I simply want to see progress, and I have faith in their abilities to complete the task. I will be delighted about that. The experience will be first-rate, and you will witness a stable coin that can be transferred quickly and cheaply. It will be incredibly practical. They ought to succeed with this. How it turns out is something we can only speculate about. Ripples also believes they can provide a plethora of services for institutional DeFi, therefore there will be a slew of new features coming our way. Additionally, the demand for that is currently much higher than the supply of payment options. If we insist that you use XRP as a payment method, it will be like strangling everyone. It hasn't been easy, but individuals and organizations are pleading for solutions that defy expectations. I believe it will function in a very mutually beneficial way here. So we should witness faster and better adoption, and they will keep constructing and plodding along with their payments. Beyond that, though, we are working on chain oracles and a plethora of other things that builders will need to construct those systems in the future, thanks to our MLMs and bridges. The independent developers out there deserve to succeed, And I believe that will become apparent soon. Ripple alone isn't enough to constitute a decentralized ecosystem, many participants are required. I believe that some practical systems will begin to materialize once these essential features and XRP properties are in place. Therefore, those will be our primary focus moving ahead. However, you should focus on two things. First, is Ripple's stablecoin doing well? And second, is Ripple itself seeing any success? Are independent developers beginning to gain traction? And I believe they can now, because listing your currency on DUX permits constant trading. You don't need to be listed on an exchange. And you can do it in a very modest stage. You may grow your system to a point where exchanges are interested in listing your token, and once you've established your ecosystem, you'll have the resources to do what was previously impossible. We need to keep an eye on it, that's my hope. On the other hand, we need to make the most of this bull run for genuine growth. If it becomes clear that Ripple has been successful, that stable coin and independent developers are beginning to scale up. It's crucial for that. The XRP token is going to be huge. Buying XRP on an American exchange has never been easier than during this bull run. It's an unprecedented occurrence. Things were different in 2017. It was definitely not in 2021, as we learned from the court case. This will be the first occasion that tokens' value and daily volume will skyrocket. What matters in the long run, though, is that you capture a lot of growth with it. Does it involve other people? Can you foresee other decentralized tokens experiencing a similar wave of popularity, value, and adoption? Ripple is capitalizing on the current climate of optimism and investment to expand their businesses to an extent that can be measured in terms of size. In the long run, that will be beneficial. Assuming that does place, XRP will be able to compete with any cryptocurrency on the planet. The other items won't happen if we merely get a large hype run-up. I don't think that will work in the long run. The video ends there. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy it. Coming up shortly, farewell.